This African guy went out, didn't went out. I had a Dutch friend who were going to get a pizza. And he asked the guy, based on what I understand, like 3 times if he would like to have the pizza. And at the end, the guy said yes. And he got the pizza and they eat it together. And then he sent the guy a ticket for €5 that he want back €5. Stop inviting foreigners out and ask them for money. Tell them this is my culture. When you come to my house, I want you to pay for the coffee. When you come to my house, I want you to pay for the tea. When you come to my house, I want you to pay for the cookie. I am going to get the pizza, but you have to pay a part of the money.
Culture shocks Nigerians must know before Japa. You are in your house minding your own business, jeje. Your neighbor just knock on your door, ko, drag you out for a drink, say, mo go jaye, mo go zip. You sit there for that cafe, you dey laugh. You enjoy yourself very well. You don't even drink alcohol. You only politely ask for Coca-Cola just to drink because you are not the alcohol type. But the next morning, boom, a letter was slipped through your door. The guy that invited you said you are owing him €2 for that Coca-Cola, the one you drank yesterday. For a Nigerian, that's shocking. Because back home, if I invite you out, definitely I'm paying. But in some part of Europe, it's the opposite. This is the kind of cultural shocks many Nigerians and Africans face when they japa to Buduibu. And today, we're diving into the cultural differences you must know before relocating abroad. Please, listen to me very, very well. This video gonna save you from embarrassment and money. This is an example of what we're talking about. Watch this video.
Dutch people need to stop coming on the internet and lying about the way they are, because no one is lying on you people. When I first came to the Netherlands and lived, I was in my house minding my own business. I had a neighbor by the name of Inka. So Inka, yeah, I'm calling you out now. It has been many years, but it's time. I had a neighbor by the name of Inka, and I was in my house minding my own business. And this lady called me out of my house, said I must have been bored, let's go out. Now, I did know that I was going to enter into the pit of hell. So, it's a learning process living in it. So, I went out with her and we went to a place to get something to drink. I explained to Inka that I do not drink alcohol, because I don't. She said it was fine. Okay, she got herself something to drink and she got me a cola. I drank the cola, we sat there, we laughed, we talked for maybe an hour and a half, 2, I don't know. I went home. The following morning, when I woke up, there was a letter under my door that I owe her €2 for the cola. When I tell you I was shocked, I was shocked. I was like, what? I was totally confused. I called a friend of mine in the US and she told me, oh, don't be shocked, it happened to me. I was like, where? She said, in the US. When she was going through her divorce, she said a friend, an American friend, invited her out to cheer her up, and then she got an email, because they work at the same company. She got an email that her part of the bill was $15 and she should pay for it. So I then found out this is not new. Over the years, this has been that situation in the Netherlands, where even people that owe you money, when you ask them for your money, they interpret it as if you are asking them for their money and have an attitude. I've had that in one case too, where someone owed me money, and when I send a message asking for it, the person for some strange reason interpreted it as if I wanted to borrow money from her. Because of that, I just stay away from her after she paid me, because it don't make no sense. A white lady, I don't know from what European country she came from, she came on the internet and she shared a few weeks ago that when she was in the Netherlands and she go visit people, she has to even pay for the coffee and the tea that she drank in their houses. She had to pay for the cookie she got. She had to pay for food that she got. I don't know where she go, but that was her experience, and I believe her. because Dutch people are very, 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 very mean. I'm not generalizing, that's what I've come across. I haven't come across a kind and friendly and generous Dutch person in years. All the people I've come across have been like this and behave like this. So they were on the South African lady TikTok who reposted it and was asking the question saying it's not true. It is true. That's how Dutch people operate. Quit going on people's stuff and lying. Be bold the way you like to tell people, go back to your country and be racist. Be bold and said, yes, we invite you out and we tell you to pay the bill. We invite you to our house and we tell you to pay for the coffee and the tea and being bold and said it the way you've been bold with everything else. Quit lying. I can't stand it. This African guy went out. I had a Dutch friend who were going to get a pizza. And he asked the guy, based on what I understand, like 3 times if he would like to have the pizza. And at the end, the guy said yes. And he got the pizza and they eat it together. And then he sent the guy a ticket for €5 that he want back €5. Stop inviting foreigners out and ask them for money. Tell them this is my culture. When you come to my house, I want you to pay for the coffee. When you come to my house, I want you to pay for the tea. When you come to my house, I want you to pay for the cookie. I am going to get the pizza, but you have to pay a part of the money. I am inviting you out for cola. I want the money. And quit lying, coming on the internet, going under people's stuff and saying it's a lie. It's not a lie. It happened to me. It happened to the African guy. It happened to the white lady. It's not a secret. You people are like that. And nothing is wrong with being like that. But for heaven's sake, tell people that you want money back. Simple. It's not difficult. You and I are going to go out and get something to eat. And I am fully aware that I'm the one dragging you out of your house. I am fully aware I'm the one offering you the food, but I am going to tell you to pay for it. It's not difficult. Just say this is how we are. It's a part of our culture. And the other people can just accept it or not. But you don't know people's financial situation. You can't be sending them bill after the fact. Let them know in advance and quit lying. Being on the internet lying. This is how the culture is. Just tell people, we're going to ask you for the money. And it's finished. It's not difficult. You're making it difficult.
That's the reality in the Netherlands. And across much of Western Europe, people split bills equally, even if they invited you for a drink. It's called going Dutch. For them, it's normal. But for us, it feels like wickedness and the guy's mean, man. But it doesn't stop there. Let us explore more shocks that Nigerians must prepare for when the Japa go Budoyibo. The bill is always split. In Nigeria, if Uncle Emeka invites you to a restaurant, you know you're not paying a dime. In the West, you could be invited out only to see bills split per head. Sometimes, even in someone's home, you contribute towards food, drink, even at birthday parties. You're going to contribute money to even buy the wine, to even buy the cake. It's not your birthday, it's their birthday, and you were invited, but they're going to ask you to pay. Please, have you ever experienced this? How did you feel? Please drop your story in the comment. Neighbors don't greet like Nigerians. Back home in Nigeria, every morning you hear, good morning, sir. How you doing, sir? Happy Friday. Happy new month. Well done, sir. Ekojometa, Ekason. Well done, my brother. Well done, my sister. For abroad, silence now be the word there. Neighbors may pass you 10 times without even saying hello to you. It's not hatred. It's just their culture. They value privacy, not small talks. They don't have time for that. Parenting differences. In Nigeria, a 25 years old may still live with parents rent-free. But for abroad, many kids start paying rent at the age of 18, even to their own parents, when we say they're born there. For us, it sounds harsh. For them, it teaches independence, direct communication. Nigerians are polite, often indirect messaging, direct talking, direct word. But for abroad, people can be very, very blunt. Your colleague may say, I don't like this idea. You know, he is not going to sugarcoat anything for you. It's not that, it's disrespecting you. It's just being honest. But to us in Africa or in Nigeria, hey, that statement alone can be rude to you. And there might be consequences, especially if you're the boss or if you're the supervisor. Laws and order. Back home in Nigeria, you must sleep some things very fair to settle police like a good year of a thing. But abroad, try it, my brother. You go to jail straight up. Rules applies to everyone, no exception, no matter who you be. If you beat light, they're going to give you ticket. And it doesn't matter, say I'm a politician, I'm a sport person. No, not at all. That shocks has landed many Africans in trouble where they do that kind of thing for Bodoibo. One African lady recalled visiting Dutch friend and being told to pay for coffee and cookie in their house. Another African man was invited for pizza. This man chopped the pizza, he even licked all his own finger. But later, he got a bill of €5, where we say the guy, when he invited him, he sent to Ram. This may sound like jokes, but they are very, very real culture shocks. But it doesn't stop there. Let's explore more shocks that Nigerians must prepare for abroad. Time is a serious business. In Nigeria, I'm on the way, I'm on my way can mean 1 hour, 2 hours, even 3 hours. But for abroad, if you show up late, you are already disrespecting the person you're going to meet. A young student from Lagos once told me his first lecture in the United Kingdom started at 9 a.m. He walked in majestically at 9:10, thinking it's just 10 minutes late. The lecturer stopped the class and said, "You are late. Don't let this happen again." This guy was shocked. In his mind, lectures in Nigeria don't even start until the lecturer is ready. Time is money abroad. Meetings, train, job interviews, even a friend's birthday party. If you're late, you might be locked out. Food and eating habits. Now, let's talk about food. Nigeria loves their pepper soup, jollof rice, eba, banga soup, egusi. But for abroad, you see things that looks like food but taste like punishment. Imagine a Nigerian man in Germany ordering soup. They brought it to him very, very cold, creamy, and liquid wise. This guy shouted, "Please, help me warm this soup now. The soup is not done at all." The waiter just laughed. Because in Europe, many soup are eaten cold, just like that. And don't even try to ask for pepper at a restaurant. Their spicy is like small Maggi cube compared to Nigerian pepper. This is why many of us end up spending big amount of money at African store because we cannot survive without our gari, plantain, fufu, and ikokore. Quick one here. Which food shocked you most when you first enter Obodoyibo? Please comment below and let's compare notes. Dating and relationship. Another big one is dating culture. In Nigeria, it's normal to expect the man to pay for dinner. But for abroad, women will insist on splitting the bill 50-50. If you refuse, they will see you as controlling, and which they don't like. But in Nigeria, you carry babe to maybe Burger King, to restaurant, or where have you there. I will tell you for a fact that some girls, they will even carry takeaway, right, along with them. And you will be the one to pay. You order for some little things, probably maybe it costs you like 2,000 or 3,000 naira. But the babe that you invited to that restaurant there will eat something like 10, 20, 25,000 naira. Please, who's going to pay for that bill? Have you experienced such before? Please, either you're a guy or your babe, put it in the comment section there and let's hear your story. A Nigerian brother in Canada told me his date got offended when he pulled out his card to pay. She asked, "Do you think I can't afford my own meal?" This our Nigerian brother was confused because back home, women will say, he is stingy if he doesn't pay. That's what they will say. That guy is akagom. You see, we even went out together, but he no one pay. He even asked me, say, make her pay half, make him pay half. So now they will call the guy. Even marriage dynamics are different. Abroad, women have strong legal rights, and even with marriage, independency is respected. Many Nigerians struggle to adjust to this. Sometimes our men in Nigeria, they want to do ta-ta-ta with their wife. But their wife is tired and she's saying, please, honey, I'm tired. Let's do this thing tomorrow. But the guy will, one way or the other, find his way to enter the Jerusalem. But in abroad, if you do that to your own wife, she might even call it, say, you do what? Say, you force her, go bed. And the consequences, when we say go come out of that one, it not going to be small my thing at all. So please, my brother, beware. Money and bills. Here's the shock nobody prepares you for. Bills, 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 and more bills are coming your way. In Nigeria, you might live in your father's house with little or no rent. But for abroad, rent alone can swallow half of your salary. Abroad, my brother, hey, you pay for rent, you pay for council tax, heating, health insurance, transport, everything is pay. And if you miss payment like this, no mercy, they don't beg you, they don't even come after you. They will just cut it off straight right away. You're on your own, you go stay for darkness, sometimes without hot water. When they cut am off, the lesson where they want to make you sabi there be say, for abroad, money management is survival. Independency and parenting. In Nigeria, we lean on family for help. But for abroad, everyone is busy with their own life. Koloridori emuni, everybody go carry their own cross. Even neighbors may not even know your name. Say the 12 now be neighbor, you no go know your name at all. A mother of 3 told me how shocked she was in the United States when her child's school called police because she gave that child just, a mere slap like this. Because back home in Nigeria, that is normal correction. We don't see that as a big deal. But for abroad, they call it child abuse. It teaches us that we must learn the rules of the land where we're going. Because what is normal in Nigeria can put you in jail for abroad for the rest of your life. And might even spoil your record. That fantastic good work, you might not even be able to get such job. Accent and language. Another cultural shock here be say the way we say we Naija we say we dey speak. Even though we speak English for Nigeria, many Nigerians struggle to be understood. A simple word like water, you say water in Nigeria. They say water in London or water in America. I beg, I know Sabi Tokamu, so make you correct me there for the comment section there. A Nigerian man in Texas once asked for Fanta at a store. The cashier kept saying, what? Say what? What? Until this our Nigerian brother pointed at the bottle. Little things like accent can make you feel invisible until you adjust. But I know some of you guys now in America or in London, when I don't speak with your nose because when I don't stay there for some time now. But people will say that just they come from Naija, I beg. Try and make you adjust where. Weather and lifestyle. And of course, the weather. Winter is not a joke at all, my brother. Many Nigerians arrived abroad, seeing snow for the first time, and they started posting pictures on top of social media here and there. But after 2 weeks, the cold will humble them. They will go inside their kule because you go don't freeze kakaraka like this. Because I even know a young lady from Abuja who cried the first morning she had to walk in 5 degrees. She said, I thought abroad was enjoyment, but my bone are freezing and my hand don't turn to akago. This our Abuja sister now. The lesson where we say in learn from this thing, we say abroad is not always sweet. It requires mental and physical adjustment. So my people, culture shock is real. From timekeeping, food dating, bills, accent, parenting to weather. Moving abroad will change everything you thought was normal when you're back in Nigeria. But remember this, culture shock is not just punishment. It's also growth. It teaches us adaptability, resilience, and respect for other ways of life. So when you japa, don't just carry your Ghana must go, say you won't japa, go Bodo. Carry an open mind. Learn, adjust, and find balance between where you are coming from and where you're going. Don't expect Nigerian style of generosity. Don't mistake bluntness for hatred. Don't expect communal lifestyle abroad. It's individualistic there. You carry your cross, I carry my cross. You no get salt, no come knock on my door, say make I give you salt. Buy your own. Adapt and make you learn. But never lose the Nigerian warmth and generosity that makes us unique. Please keep that. So, my people, if you're planning to relocate, please and please be ready. The food will shock you, and the greetings will even shock you. Even the bills will shock you, pakaraka, like this. But with awareness, you'll adapt and even thrive where you're going. Now, I want to hear from you. If you have ever lived abroad, what was the biggest culture shock you faced? Was it food, bills, dating, or time? Share your story in the comment because your experience might help someone who is planning to Japa. And if you find this video useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to African Black Gold TV, where we educate, inform, and tell our African stories to the world. Till I see you in the next video, please subscribe.